everybody, we're back. Happy Sunday to you. Today we're going to jump right in. We're going to talk about how to save it all, how to change the trajectory of your marriage in 30 days.
Yes, I think it's very important. It doesn't take long to drift away, but these tools right here can help you get back on track and even be better than you were before. So we go ahead and jump right in. The first one is date night. Not just the Saturday, Friday night. Pick like a Tuesday or Wednesday. Be intentional. Go out with your spouse, whether it's dinner, sit next to your spouse. Hold their hand. Make points of contact with them. Communicate with them. Talk about your goals, your aspirations. Talk about stuff that's going on at work so that your wife understands what's going on in your life. And they're not like completely in the dark. You want to touch on that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, like by going on the weekend, you kind of get to avoid the crowd too if you do have the opportunity to go out somewhere. But also, date night doesn't have to be outside of your home. You can have date night in your front room. Check the website for date night ideas.
All right. Then the second one is go for a walk. Take walks together, whether it's a mile, 2 mile walk, and you just you walk in the same direction. So it's kind of like your marriage. If one of you are going this way, the other one's going this way, your marriage isn't going to work. But if you both walking in the same direction, so you have to communicating about it as well. I think it's very important, whether it's once a week or maybe twice a week. Maybe that's a good time for y'all to talk. If you got kids, you can bring them along as well.
Or make the walk your date night.
Yeah, make the walk your date night. And I feel that's something that's important. We make walks. It's been a while, but we really open up and we have really great conversation. And plus, it's good exercise.
Because it's like with both of you guys walking in one direction, it's almost like, okay, here's our goal. We're both walking, like physically going in the same direction as you talk about your goals. And it kind of does something on the mental side.
What did it do to you?
I know, it puts you in a better space. It makes you feel like you're more on one accord because you're moving. You're moving, gotcha. You're talking, and you're going.
Gotcha. Number 3 is switch off these electronics, the phones, the laptops, the iPads. We say switch off for a day, but I know that's unrealistic. So maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 2 hours. Just give them 2 hours of your time, undivided attention. Work's not going anywhere. Your phone ain't going nowhere. Your friend's gonna be okay. Your mama, she alright. You know what I mean? But give your spouse that time that they need, so you're able to communicate with them openly. We have issues with that. Like we were communicating the other day, and like I'm just on my phone, answering emails from work. I'm listening. But in her eyes, she's like, dang, he really not even paying attention to what I'm saying. But I sat back, I looked at myself, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have put my phone down during that conversation.
And like on the flip side, my issue is at night, like that's my turn down. And so while he's like, after he's finished all his work, and I'm finally slowed down from the day, and I'm in the bed, and I just want to like zone out. I sit on my phone, not realizing that I'll get off of Facebook and I'll look at my look at the time. I'm like, holy crap, it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I'm still on my phone. What? So switch it off, and then make that time. We know some couples that have like a curfew, like there's no phones after it's like 9 or 10 o'clock. We tried that, it didn't work though.
Right, we sorry.
Cause a bigger argument.
Yeah, but like, so we kind of trying to work through that one as well. But at least whether you're on date night, just put your phones away, leave them in the car. I mean, I think that's really important because it's so easy to be, scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or something, and your wife feel like she's coming second to Instagram or second to Facebook, and I feel like she should be number 1. I mean, if that's something that's bothering her, you gotta be willing to cut it off. So, and then the number 4 is surprise your spouse with a gift. So that's something that we struggle on, because you don't really surprise me with gifts.
No, I surprise you with gifts, but not stuff that you want. But we're not about to do this right now, not on this camera.
Okay. But everyone loves receiving gifts, whether it's flowers, whether it's cookies, whether it's shoes, whatever it may be. Maybe something small, maybe it's a book, or maybe it's something small. It's a small gesture to show. I'm not talking about me. This is talking about everybody else.
Y'all hear this?
You know what I like. So,
y'all hear this?
So I'm gonna say everybody's different, so in a sense, maybe a small gesture, just throughout the week or something,
Yeah.
Just grab them something, man. Just make them know that you care about them and you're thinking about them
in that moment.
Okay, don't do this, right? Anyways, but yeah, like I said, surprise them with a gift. You go ahead. If you want to go there, you can go there.
Are we gonna go there? Okay, so in that buying gifts, this is a me thinks, y'all. We're gonna go completely off script right now. Me thinks that if your spouse takes the time to purchase you anything, one, they didn't have to. Two, they didn't have to think about you while they were there either. But for you to kind of look at it and be like, oh, okay, thanks, and your whole face is saying, why did you buy this? That will in turn shut your spouse down to a point where they probably they're not going to do it. Or it'll do on the flip side, every time they think about getting you something, it's going to stress them out because they don't know how you're going to respond to it, which again will make them not want to get you anything.
I agree in this group. We're not going to go there today.
Oh, so we can go there for me but not for you? Okay, that's cool, y'all.
No.
We should go live one day on this, like, for real.
No, I mean, no. But that pretty much wraps up the 4 points. Yeah, we're not going there right now.
So
the rest of the 4 points.
You're not going to go there?
Kayla, really?
Yeah, really.
Okay, what gift you talking about?
Okay, so I was having a super busy week, y'all, and I was like, hey, you want anything? He was like, no. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop and get him some ice cream. He's been holding it down. If you don't need it, he'll put it in the freezer, whatever. So I walk to the door and I give it to him, and his exact face is this right here, without the smile. Like, don't smile. It was that. That was the face that I got.
But I ate the ice cream though.
And I walked away. And
I ate it.
No, after you looked at it and sat down and walked away. And then, hold up, my turn to talk. And then, what else? Oh, I went on family vacation. Y'all, we are in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. And I happened to find a bracelet that kind of resembles one that he got from our church. And I was like, oh, okay, I think that one broke or something. I'm not completely sure why he stopped wearing it, but let me go ahead and get him something while I'm here. So I come back and I give it to him. I get that same look. And then he sits it on the dresser. And I can tell you that was a week ago, and it's still in that same spot on the dresser.
Okay. So in conclusion,
you see here.
1, have a date night.
Date night.
2, go for a walk.
Same direction, same goals, mental connections.
3, switch off those electronics.
Set a curfew.
And number 4, surprise your spouse with a gift that they want.
Alright, y'all, so all of this can be found on the website www.thestutsons.com. Go to articles and you'll see it there. Another thing when it comes to relationships, and when you guys really try to really put the effort in, I mean, it's real. If you can show that vulnerability, I cannot talk tonight, with your spouse, it's going to build that trust, and it's going to in turn kind of do something to your swag, for lack of better words, and it's going to reflect in all walks of life. Right. So whether you're looking at yourself individually, as a spouse, as a professional, it's going to kind of build your confidence up to know that you have this person in your corner at all times.
All right. That's all we got. Check out the website.
Don't forget to register for the luncheon. Early bird is ending soon.
All right. See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.